Today, we are going to talk about our program that we have enjoyed now for several months and how you've developed. I am so proud of your work. We are on the grounds of the Hillsborough Lighthouse in Pompano Beach, Florida.
First group is park locales. Second group is plein air clouds. Third group is wide brush control and calligraphy.
This assortment of artwork is a fraction of the art that has been produced by my wonderful students. So what has happened is we started with our line drawings and our calligraphy. We developed our palettes, and the palettes have carried through all the way through to the end. And I call this the end because what we've done is we've put everything together to create a scene. We started out with a symbol of the clouds. We did a leaf study, more leaf studies, sea grape, scene. When you develop a scene that is fabulous, you can't start off doing a scene. You have to take baby steps when you create a watercolor. It doesn't just happen. You have to look at what you see and paint what you see. So we will be doing some leaves today of everything. So what has happened is these are the ones that you finished last week, actually. And what has happened is you have brought in all the elements, and then we've zoomed in on the items that are found in that locale of that park. This is by Michelle Craig, who is a gifted gal in the line of fashion. She also designs her own fashions, especially for skating, right? So she had the idea of what she wanted to achieve, and it is a rich piece, very rich. You're going to be doing brush strokes with your classified ad. What you're going to do is you're going to do your finale, which I will show you how we're going to do it. We're going to have corner of the house. You're going to have the ocean all the time. You're going to have structure of your lighthouse you know so well now. We're adding the barefoot mailman, and then we're adding the shoreline, which has the boats. So on your classified ads now, ladies, let's go mix our mulch. Today is our grand finale, and what we're going to do on our classified is not calligraphy, but you're going to do a concept of what your finale is going to be. And it's going to be incorporating everything we've done, plus the addition of all the photographs that I've given you today, which would be the cottage, the barefoot mailman, the shoreline. So with your classified section, this is what I want you to do. Remember, freeze it, okay? Get into learning how to do that house. How to do the shutters. The lines of the shutters. The lattice. Notice I didn't turn the brush. The brush is frozen. Again, the house. Thin. Thick. The stairs, boom, 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 okay? This is a layout. The lighthouse. You know, it has 2 dark, and then it has 3 white. Look at my brush, didn't move. This is a layout. The barefoot mailman. Got a backpack, got an arm out, got one leg, and he's got another leg, and he's got a pedestal. Notice my hand and brush did not change. Little hat. The beach, the ocean, the boats, people. Okay? Hasn't changed. Okay, ladies, give yourself the mush and give yourself a layout. Yes. Let's put it right underneath here. How soon? Uh-huh. Okay, now that you have that done, don't switch your dial. Take your brush. Remember that? Woo! Woo! Remember? Clouds. Follow that drip. You've learned to love that drip. That's it. Okay, put your drip all over the thing. That's it. When we do our palettes, we've decided that all of this paint we put on a palette, it's not going to go to waste. So we do a palette painting, which is also known as speed painting, and we love them. So I use for our palettes, I don't have a plastic well. I use DeArch's 140-pound cold press 9 by 12. We take it apart like that. We take off the black like that. And you can see how it is called a block. It's called a watercolor block because it has this black gook to hold it all together, and it makes a wonderful, when you're traveling, this is a fabulous thing to work with. It comes in many, many sizes. For 20 years, I used the size that I have for us, which is bigger than this. But this is the size that I think is so fabulous for you to have a palette, and you'll see how wonderful this is.
Oh, I made you one set.
Oh, good. So take a little look at what Chris is doing. She's made me one of about 3 pieces. Okay? And this one, Chris, you could probably divide in half. I think it's too thick for someone. I'll take the one you did for me.
Okay.
And I'll show you what we do with this now. Magic leaf green. And that's enough magic. Cadmium yellow. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a squirt of each on my palette, and I'm going to give it to you to put a squirt. It's going to be a fabulous palette. My students enjoy the freedom of not having to go buy supplies. I provide everything I can for them to enjoy painting. Their time is spent painting. This is a very economical group. I get it from Jerry's Artorama or several other places you can get them. Marie's paints. An abundance of variety that we need. How to open it is tricky. and it's really wonderful. It now has a metal top on it. It has a puncture. You put this in there, puncture it. It puts a black dot because it is lamp black, and it also punctures. So you squeeze what you want, and then return it so that it shows the color code on your cap. My clouds, I'm going to do Prussian ultramarine, French ultramarine. And I'm going to bring it down over here, you know, drips. And I'm going to add a little bit of my opera over here. Very, very, very little, so I don't forget it. I thought that was a tail. I thought that was a raccoon tail. Thanks, Chris. I'll hold it. Okay. Oh, you went on that. Okay, that's what I want you to do. And then you put your line. Now there's going to be a house here. And they get slower and lower and lower, right? Okay, we've got my cottage. Let me have the little group of photographs. Did somebody save me one? Thank you. Put my name on it. Oh, I circled this one. This is hot. There's a pigeon on the top. I love this pigeon. I put it on closer in Photoshop, and the pigeon was up there. He went, whoo, whoo. No, he didn't. Okay, we've got, you're keeping your brush straight, right? You're not twisting it. And I love this green. Again, very, very lightly. Shutters. Okay, go ahead and twist. Just look at what you're doing. You're cool. And then this is the major window down here. Let your brush work for you. Shutters, paint, shutters. Okay. Then you got your little walkway of the house. Stop. Now, because this has not dried, you're able to worry it out.
Oh. Well, next time we'll bring one. Are you allowed to? Yeah, you bring a whole room. Go ahead.
Now, I want you to concentrate on your beautiful leaves. There's one separate page in here on leaves. Right there, okay? Now these leaves are like arrows. And if you want, you can walk over there, take a closer look, and study the design of its veins. And again, use this if you want as a doodle pad. So I want you to study your veins. And notice that they meet, okay? Make it pretty. Now when you're finished with your palette, you're going to always leave white. Do not let the colors touch. For instance, so if they touch, they're going to blend together, and you don't want that. See how I just blended that? Don't want that. Okay, this guy wants to get used. Doodling, okay? Your palette. Nobody else has this palette. No one's going to have a painting like yours. It's an original. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is the leaves. It has stalks. And it comes down. Now there's some whimsies here, and there's a purple and a green. Okay? Whimsies.
Okay.
And notice how it's darker underneath and it's lighter on the top.
Oh, it might be full.
That's what you're going to do. Lighter on the top. Change the brush color. Okay, there's purple and there's green. Opera. And it's kind of wiggly. I think these are called bulrushes or something. Does anyone know the name of these things? And then your statue is bronze. He's kind of a green. Put him in. I don't want you to use a pencil. Let the brush work. Do it very lightly. You can always correct it if you do it very lightly. He does not have to be in proportion or anything, but he definitely is in the foreground, in the front.
You're a member and you're coming. Did you come to our dinner at lunch? No? Well, the cool thing about it, the lens is.
Then I want you to put in your shoreline.
And it was a full moon.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, no, I remember, but I realized that
Bring the shoreline over the other side.
I thought about this and then
Have you ever been here before?
It'll be the first weekend in March.
Again,
Yeah.
add your images
See the thing.
and try to keep a little whiteness between them, because the more whiteness you retain in your artwork, the more sparkle you're going to get. So little something that happens. You know how to do your horizon line from there to there, right? Okay, from there to there. What you see. You have a green shadow on green paint. It's going to be a green shadow. You have a gray shadow on the sidewalk. It's a gray shadow. Okay, now what's happening here is you're going to have the sunshine coming in here. Sunshine's bouncing off of there, coming through here. Getting some motion going. Okay, you got it blocked in. Then let it dry, and then we'll do a second coat on it. And then we'll do a third coat.
All right.
So do your first coat very, very light. It's a little bit dark.
palm trees, well, it's actually behind, so I would make it come out of down here. As I didn't.
How about having it come between them?
Between his legs, oh, that's a good place for a palm tree.
Okay, so we're going to do it right about here. And he swiggles and swaggles.
There you go.
And I could put another one over here.
Yep.
What do you think? Yes? In front.
I'd like you to cover up that fat horse I do. Me too.
I could have it come right about here,
The palm tree cure-all.
right? Put a palm tree
Oh,
here.
so I need one on mine for sure.
Well, let's get this one in first. Okay.
First things first.
That's the hospital.
And there's a little berries up in there. There's a little coconut berries up there. Now these are stems are yellow. And he's coming down. And he's going around. Coming right forward.
Put in the dog. That's good. You didn't know how to make it. Actually, I saw you documenting one. Mine looks like it's
And this front in front of the lighthouse is this one up here. And we got another one about here. And the one around the back. Okay, now there's palm fronds that have a darker side. So we have a darker green. Not quite that dark.
There you go.
And we come out here whenever there's a tour, and then on other Mondays, when we have Monday classes, we go to different parks.
Very nice.
All in Pompano, yeah. Are you an artist too?
I do photography. I've never tried my hand at this,
Oh, really?
but I do photography. I was just doing a lot of running around, getting a lot of pictures. So very nice.
Oh, thank you.